Hey guys, John Faulkner here, Survival Dispatch, and I got Angry American with me.
That's right.
We're a couple days into the new year.
It is a new decade.
2020.
Man,
Holy
I saw a post on Facebook the other day that said, it's crazy. A child born today will be able to live to see the year 2100?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, obviously our math skills aren't improving in this country.
But you know, what we wanted to do is we wanted to take a minute and talk about New Year's resolutions.
Yes.
And not the cornflake, read it in a Hallmark card, usual New Year's resolutions of losing weight or going to the gym or eating better.
Well, you just canceled all three of mine. All right, I'm leaving.
All right. You know, those should be a part of what you've done, a part about what you do.
As a matter of daily course.
Yeah. But what we wanted to talk about were some preparedness-minded New Year's resolutions that we think are very important to our culture of people that are neglected. And the New Year is a great time to hit that reset button, to take a moment and actually map out what you would like to accomplish. Because we always talk about, we want to prepare. And then we don't really map anything out.
Nope.
And then we wonder why we didn't get any closer to getting prepared come December of that year.
Yep.
So
we probably have started a whole lot of stuff.
Correct.
We start a lot of stuff. We do. Number one is everybody likes to buy stuff because it's easy. Everybody thinks they can buy their way out of this. Sorry, folks, it don't work that way. And then we start certain projects, and so we have a lot of irons in the fire. And I'm guilty. Trust me, guys. I have a lot of crap going on.
And so, you know, our first New Year's resolution that we would love for you guys, take a notebook, write it down, you know, is what I call the 60% rule. Everybody has projects. It could be a garden. It could be a chest rig. It could be a rifle. It could be a bug out bag. It could be your vehicle. Tons of things that are at a 60%
backup
completion.
Power. I mean, there's so many things.
Right.
It could be literally the list is endless of what the potentials are.
And here's what happens when any type of scenario actually happens. We are then in panic mode
because none of our projects are done.
Correct. You know, we see it all the time here in Florida. As soon as a hurricane comes, everybody realizes we don't have enough water. We don't have enough fuel.
But they do.
We don't have a generator.
Yeah,
and so, you know, it's things like that. But we also do it in the prepping community. You know, if you can't have somebody say, grab your bag, we're leaving.
Right now. Right now.
If you have to okay, hold on, I just gotta grab my bag and then, okay, let me dump it out. Let me figure out all the stuff that I need in here. It's not ready, you know.
That's not a bug out bag.
Right.
That is not a bug out bag. That's your ruck you keep in the truck. You keep some of your cool shit in that you want to keep close. That's what that is.
And you know, in the 60% rule, it could come to, you could have a chest rig that is almost completed. You know, you could have a rifle that has everything but a sling on it. Or I have 3 rifles in the safe. One doesn't have an optic or irons on it. One doesn't have a sling. None of them have lights.
I haven't zeroed any of these yet.
Them.
That's the one that blows my mind, is that somebody can own a rifle and not have zeroed at least the iron sights on it. And then too, you guys that will go out and buy an optic and tear those irons off and throw them away and mount an optic to the damn thing, thinking you're never going to need those irons again. Experience hath shown otherwise. Keep the damn irons on your rifles, folks. And if they don't have them, put them on there. Make that part of the thing. Like John said, you know, part of what I was, you know, we were doing our favorite things in 2019, right? Well, I talked about how 2019 was a year where I really came around to realizing, what do I want my self-defense pistol to look like, and what does it need to have? And I really got serious about it. And I showed it. I've you know, RMRs on my pistols, lights, you know, suppressor height sights, night sights, the whole thing. Getting my stuff set up so that it is, like you're saying, so it's right. And it's right all over. Proper holster, another thing. You people that don't want to spend money on holsters, spend the damn money. Get a good one. It makes a world of difference. But go out and finish some projects. Having 10 things going at one time where none of them are complete is going to do you zero good. Whereas having maybe 2 of those things done and 8 not complete would really make a difference.
And it takes pressure off of you when you see it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that just want to get their pantry filled. Take some time, spend some funds that you would spend somewhere else to make sure your pantry's filled. But guess what? Every time you open that pantry door, you will feel a sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, you will.
That's going to make you want to continue your preparation.
Yep.
And that's why I really want to drive home here is we don't have enough. I don't think we have enough victories and celebrations in our preps, and then we get lulled into, why am I even doing this?
Yeah, it can also
daunting.
become a monotony.
Yeah.
Like here's a great one. This is a great example because it's so easy to do. Everybody says they're going to do it, and so few get it done. Getting a ham radio license.
It happens.
It's so easy to do, guys. Get the app on your phone. Memorize the answers. That's all this is about. You don't need the big books and all the crap. Get the app, memorize the answers, because you're not going to start learning how to use ham radio until you have a radio in your hand. That's when you start learning. The test just opens the door to give you that opportunity. But that's one simple example.
Yeah.
That's something that you can do for guys in particular. Ladies, you're a little different than us. On the can. If you just went through the study guide on your phone while you're sitting on the can every day, in a few months, you're ready to take the test.
Right.
It's literally that simple. And I would love for somebody this year to do, I'm only going to study when I'm on the can, and then shoot us a message and tell us when you passed.
Right.
It would be hilarious to me, because that's really all it takes.
Yeah.
But it's a prime example of some of these super easy things, like you're talking, like I've got my buddy Ben, does a lot of stuff for me. We hang out together a lot, and he works for me, and he's at my house right now inventorying ammo. So, because he asked me the other day, we were talking about ammo, and we said something about it, and I had just placed a big order for ammo too. And he asked me, well, how much do you have? And I went, I don't know. And I didn't. I couldn't give you hard numbers. So, he started counting yesterday. I need to stop buying 22 ammo.
Right.
Like now. And never again either. Never, ever do I need to buy 22 ammo.
I saw your post. I have more.
That's how much do you need?
Yeah.
Well, we're not done counting. He hasn't got to see, because I've got ammo in my shop,
Right.
in my safe, in my bedroom, in my office, and in my truck.
Yeah.
There's ammo everywhere, and there is loose ammo. I bet you I have 2,000 rounds of loose ammo in all those places. Like just various. Like Mel's
bags,
made this little
boxes.
Mel's made this little basket in my office that is full of. When she does laundry, she's emptying my pockets, bullets. They go in there. And there's dummy rounds in it. There's training rounds in it. There's spent brass in it. There's live rounds in it. And there's every flavor you can imagine in this basket. But yeah, and for me, that's one of my things. I'm going to get a handle on what do I actually have so that I focus my efforts where they need to be focused. Like, I don't need to buy 22 ammo no more.
Right.
I'm good on that. I don't need to buy any more match 308 either. I realized after just buying another 500 rounds, I got all that I'm probably ever going to shoot out of that rifle. It's a bolt gun. How many rounds am I actually going to shoot out of this thing? I have more than I'll ever put through it.
Right.
So, knowing these things too is kind of half the battle. Knowing where to focus your efforts, and then focus your efforts there and get it done. Like, I was talking to the guys earlier too. Somebody gave me a dehydrator that was broken. One of the great big Westons, a really nice one. I fixed it. Super simple fix. And right now it's at my house running. I went to the produce wholesaler. I bought $300 worth of produce in cases of stuff. So my freeze dryer is running at home right now. My dehydrator is running at home right now. I'm going to be packing food for the next week probably. As stuff runs through and cycles out, packing it up and putting it away. That's one thing where I think you can never go wrong, because look for these places, guys. This is just a wholesaler. I walked in off the street. It's a produce wholesaler. I'm buying at wholesale price over the counter from them. So we brought the cases home. Hey, let's put some of this in the fridge for now to use. We may even blanch and freeze a little of this for later. The rest of this we're going to freeze dry or dehydrate and pack and put away. Saving money. I'm saving money, and I'm really increasing my food storage, big time. So make those little decisions. So there's two of mine for right now. And I've got another big one I'm doing, but getting my ammo thing squared away, under control. I found a box with 30 PMags. While we're looking for ammo, I found a box of 30 PMags that I didn't know existed.
Right.
I found an ammo can that had an M1A mag in it, a Glock 19 mag in it, two 30-round Glock 19 mags, and a PMag in it. All loaded. I had no idea they were there.
Yeah.
But again, I made the decision. We're going to go through all this stuff. We're going to get everything sorted. That's one of my things because, as you know, I'm a very organized person.
Yes, very organized.
I'm like, yeah, yes. I'm very neat, organized. Yes. I know where all my stuff is all the time.
All the time.
Always.
It's categorized and labeled.
Yes, I got a label maker. Yeah, the whole thing. No, I don't. But I'm trying this year. I'm telling myself, get your shit together. I hate to use it. Sorry, folks, but I'm trying to get my shit together because I need to. And I know how scatterbrained I am. Anybody who's ever seen the bed of my truck, pretty much what everything else I own looks like.
So number one, is like I said, that 60% rule. Try to complete some of those tasks, and I think you'll feel a lot better about yourself and the accomplishments that you have.
And then take a minute to enjoy that win.
Yeah.
Pat yourself on the back. Even maybe set up even a little reward system somehow of something that when I do this, that when I do X, I'm going to get Y. You know, whatever it is. It don't matter what it is. Celebrate it because, like John said, that motivates you too. And hold yourself accountable. Hold yourself accountable. Or get somebody to do this with that will hold you accountable. Yeah. To each other.
So, number two. Get out.
And get some training.
There you go. It's something that we try to harp on a lot here. Chris and I, do a fair amount of training. We both have extremely busy schedules. You have to make time. You have to make a sacrifice.
Right.
Training is a sacrifice.
And we
give sacrifice of
and take.
Right.
We give classes and we take classes. I'm taking a class on February 1. I'm giving one on the 29th.
Yeah.
I do both, folks. Yeah. There is no substitute for training. Having all the cool guy shit in the world will do you no good if you've never picked that ruck up and put it on your back and try to walk anywhere with it.
Right. Yeah, and that's something that, it is nice to have gear, have it in bags, have it looking cool, fast, low drag, high speed.
Finger fondling it at night sitting in your recliner.
But, getting out and training, a lot of times training is about failure. And failing, Charlie Hogwood and I were doing a class in Tennessee just last week, I don't know, a week ago, beginning of the new year. We were there for New Year's. And I told people, this is a safe failure space. Yep. You want it to fail right here. Yep. Because no matter what, there's 10, 15 other guys here, I think 15, 16 guys, I don't know, that will help you with whatever fails. If a tent broke, I had another tent in my truck. Yep. Dude, don't worry. Or just pull that thing out. You'll be sleeping under a nice tent tonight. It was a safe place to fail. Instead of finding yourself in a difficult situation.
And then realizing none of your crap works.
That really worked.
And in training, that's one of the biggest reasons men in particular, guys, won't take training is they don't want to fail because they don't want to be embarrassed. And my lovely Mel's the same way. Like, she's afraid to go to some of the classes with me because she, as she said, doesn't want to look like an idiot or doesn't want to, and I'm like, no, this is where you come to do that. Yeah. The failures in a training class are the best lessons you will get. The ones where you go in and you can do everything that they're showing you 100%, well, then you obviously need to work on that skill. Right. The ones that you fail at, now you know, okay, I need to focus on whatever that was. And like John said, it didn't cost you anything. It didn't cost you any blood. It didn't cost you, your life. It didn't cost you somebody else's blood or life. It's a safe way to fail and learn your mistakes and then correct them. And
there's so many facets. If you're going to consider yourself a prepper, a survivalist, or whatever you want to, there are so many facets that you can go and learn from. Everything, I mean, from firearms to survival training to
canning food, and growing a garden.
Right. And there's so many different things that you can't just say, I'm set. There's nobody. There's nobody that can really just, I'm set. I got it all. And that's really the a big drive for me this year. Being extremely busy with Survival Dispatch and the other businesses that I run every now and then. Is trying to realize that I have to take time. And like I said, it's a sacrifice of, number one, money. I can say that I'm grateful to be in a place and have friends that I can go and take classes here and there for free, but it still costs me if it's ammo. It still costs me travel time. It costs me time away from work, time away from my family. It's a sacrifice, but you have to be able to say at the end of the day, it's worth it. You know.
Well, training, unless you're taking classes from somebody who shouldn't be giving classes, is always going to be worth it.
Yeah.
You know, looking at the people offering the classes, you know, do your homework, take it from a qualified instructor. You know, you guys know we teach. You know, I teach with Alan Kay a lot. We give classes, but we don't give a crap who you take it from.
Yeah.
Just take it from someone qualified and competent, and go take some training. There is no substitute for it. You know, standing on a square range or renting a bay at an indoor range and, you know, pounding a couple mags of ammo down range from your pistol and maybe a few from your rifle, you know, once every 3 or 4 months is not training. Standing on a static range anywhere and punching holes in paper is not training. Training sucks, folks. I'll be honest with you. It sucks. It's not. Yeah. You're gonna realize how out of shape you are. You're gonna find your shortcomings, the things you need to work on. You're gonna sweat, be uncomfortable, hot, tired. Probably, maybe if you're doing it right, you're gonna bleed a little bit somewhere at some point.
Yep.
But that's just the way it is. But the other side of that too is you remember the bad ones.
Absolutely.
Those are the ones that stick in your mind because, and again, for any of these two, either have a group, if you have a group of people that you're doing stuff with, or a mag, or whatever you want to call it, if you're not training together, you're wrong to start with. You should be training together because nothing builds tighter bonds than mutual suffering. It's just a fact.
Yeah, and it's one of those things too where we get countless. When I say countless, I mean countless emails, posts, direct messages on how do I find like-minded people? Yeah. How do I find, and so, you know, Charlie and I were in Tennessee just a week ago. Guy comes up and he's like, mind if I show your campfire? And we talked all night long. Dude's from Tennessee area, awesome guy. Yeah. Hilarious, fun to be around, very, very intriguing profession that he's in. And before you knew it, it's like, we had talked most of the night, hung out, fantastic guy, extremely knowledgeable and skilled. And hey, here's my phone number. If you're ever in Florida, need anything, he's like, hey, here's my address. If you're ever driving through, you need to stop or anything. You know, and just like that, like now I have a waypoint through Tennessee that I didn't have before. If I was traveling and had an issue, I knew I could call this guy and he'd say, come on. Yeah. You know, and that was all based on getting out and training with people, you know. So I would say try to make it a goal to at least attend one training class this year. Yeah. One training class. And I don't care what field it's in, just get out and force yourself to be uncomfortable at times. If you really want to force yourself to sign up for something that you are absolutely horrible at.
Yeah. Something you're wretched at or really don't want to do, but you know that, you know, I should know how to do this,
right?
But man, I don't like it and I don't want to go do it. Well, suck it up, Buttercup, and go do it this time.
Yeah. So, you know, so that's number two. And then the third challenge that I would have for a New Year's resolution, you know, is to work on yourself. You know, Chris has done a phenomenal job, you know, over the last year, six months, year.
9 months right now, about 9 months.
To drop a lot of weight. Yeah. You know, I've been working out a lot more again, and it's something that we need as a community.
All of us need to do it. You know, Alan and I, you know, we have our book coming out soon. The editor has it right now, and one of the points I make in there is that if anything in the scale of what we preppers prepare for really ever happens, it's going to be a real shock to everyone. Technology has enabled us to live very comfortable, very soft lives, which has made all of us very soft. Most of the physical labor is taken out of life today. Technology and machines do it all for us. And if this ever ends in the manners that we fear it could someday, there's going to be a lot of people who aren't going to make it simply because they will not be physically fit enough to do so. And the other side of that is learn to get comfortable with discomfort.
Yep.
So when you're in the woods, it's not as comfortable as being at home. It's not as soft as your bed. It's not as warm as your bed. the food's not as good as you know at home. Just learn to adapt and get used to being uncomfortable. If it's the summertime and it's 90 degrees outside and the humidity's high, but you're out there still doing a class and you are miserable, because you will be, whatever it is you're doing, unless you're learning to swim, but you're gonna be miserable. Do it.
Yeah.
Like John said, get outside your comfort zone, push yourself a little bit, and start getting comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah. And start small. Start small, with your increasing your physicality. Just go for walks.
So yeah, that's what we did.
Go for walks.
Just walk. Me and Mel try to walk, and it's more my fault than hers, because I have a lot of stuff that comes up and I can't always do it. But we try to walk every morning, and it's a 3 mile thing we try to do, and we're doing it with rucks. So we try to get up in the morning. My thing is I'll get up. She takes Logan to the bus. I'm drinking my coffee. I'm following up on all the messages and all the stuff I got to do real quick. And then when she gets back, it's put on our rucks and do our walk. And then we just walk our street, is all it is.
Yep.
We do that, come back, but that's 3 miles. So start out just walking, add your ruck, try to increase your distance a little bit, but just get into the habit of doing it. My buddy Donnie Dunn, he's done phenomenal. He's lost a bunch of weight, and he rucks like 5 miles, like almost daily, almost every day. And the dude's turning into a machine. It's awesome. And he motivated me. He's the guy that made me take a look at myself and go, yeah, this looks like crap. Time to do something.
Right.
And so now I'm doing it. And he kind of holds me accountable, and I hold him accountable, and Mel holds me accountable, and I hold her accountable. And that's just what you do to make it happen. So. Yeah,
but those are the 3 things that we really wanted to talk about. It's a new year. It's a new chance to try to start over. Erase the slate. Take a look at yourself. Take a look at your preps, and realize what needs attention. I think that's the biggest thing. And this isn't Daddy number 1 and number 2 with a belt. This is a firm encouragement. That we're in it together.
Yeah, we're all doing the same thing. Like I'll be the first to admit, organization. Like if people saw my office, you guys would have such a low opinion of me. It is bad.
I can get lower.
You can.
Ooh,
trust me.
I don't know about that.
It is so bad. My office is so full of gear and stuff, so full that you can't hardly even see my floor. And it's not like it's just junk piled. It's just there's just so much crap. There's so little space. I'm getting ready to rectify that. One of my things I'm doing, I'm putting a whole other building on my property, wiring and power, the whole thing, because Mel told me I pretty much had to get out of the house.
Good.
So I'm trying to get my stuff organized. Organization for me is one of the biggest problems I have in my life. I just lack the gene. I don't have it. Like if you gave me a big, huge bunch of stuff and said organize this, I might be able to put it in like piles. That's as far as I'm going to be able to get to.
Right.
I don't have it. John's organized dude. He's got all his stuff is like legit organized. I envy that. One of my good friends, he lives across the street from me. He's OCD level organized, and we joke all the time about how he could use a little of my disorganization, and I could use a lot of his organization.
Right.
He's too organized, and he could use a little disorganization.
Doesn't exist.
No, it does. Trust me. But yeah, it's one of my shortcomings. I've recognized it, and I've decided I'm trying to do something about it. So.
But yeah, if you got any other resolutions that you want to add to your list, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Make sure you hit the like button as always, and make sure that you go into the description of this video, click the link, become a Survival Dispatch Insider. Tons of knowledge on how to help you with a ton of stuff in there. Free 14-day trial, so make sure you try that out as well. We hope you guys have a fantastic year. We hope you achieve your goals. We hope that you guys follow us throughout the year as well. And until next time.
Show us. We have a Facebook page, guys. Post stuff up. Put some pics on there. Put some posts on there. Show us what you're doing. We'll show you. I'm not going to show a picture of my office. No damn body. But I will post some pics of some of the other stuff I'm doing.
So
I'll show a picture of my office once I clean it up.
There you go.
But yeah.
There you go. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And until next time, be safe.